Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I am playing Workcity. This is a really fun game, and you are basically just working in a city, just like the name says. So let's get inside of the car, and let's explore this town. I've already played this game, and I would have to say, it is really fun to just relax and drive around the game as you explore all of the different places located in the map. There are so many different places that you can go to, and let's start off by going over to the garbage job. We will be going through all of the jobs in this video, and first up is the garbage job. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to join my Discord server in the description down below so that you can get more information on future videos that I'm doing and milestones. So here we are pulling up. It's actually the Workcity cleaning service. But to start a job, you just need to go through here, and then I can take the job. And this is currently my stats through the job, so I'm almost halfway through. So you can just close this menu, and then you go over here and spawn a vehicle. I'm gonna spawn my garbage truck, so I need to collect some garbage. Let's go to the call list, and there's a dirty sidewalk. So it's not just garbage collection. You have to like clean up the sidewalks, and you can level up to get even better gear. So like you first start off with like a mop, I think it is, and then you get a leaf blower, and the leaf blower is more powerful, so you can clear the leaves a lot faster. Let's just get to the destination so I can show you guys what it's like. There's a railroad crossing here, and a train does actually go across. You can't ride on the train, but it is still a pretty cool feature that they still have, and you actually have to wait for the train every time it comes. And as you guys can see on the bottom left of my screen, it actually shows the navigation, and it's basically telling me where to go. And on the road, there are blue arrows telling me where to go as well. So that is just a nice way to tell new players how to get around the map super easily, and it is just a nice little system that they have. So here we are pulling up at the dirty sidewalk. Let's pull over and get my leaf blower, and then you just hold down left click on PC, and I don't know what it is on mobile, but it's probably not that hard. And as you guys can see, we finished the objective, and now my vehicle is rolling. Alright, let's just pretend like that didn't happen. But this is actually a perfect location to stop at, because there is this trash can. So what you do, if you have a garbage truck, you can just pick up the entire trash can, attach it, and then you can empty the trash can. But if you don't have the big garbage truck, you have to go bag by bag, which is a little bit slow. And then we gotta detach the trash can, put it back where it belongs, and then we gotta press down the garbage. And then once that is done, we can go back on our way and look for some other tasks. So there is some more garbage to collect, so I have set my route to there, and let's do a little turnaround. Oh! Apparently the garbage was not even that far away. Alright, so we're just gonna do a little bit of a 3-point turn. And we seem to already be at our destination, and there are 2 trash cans. So let's, oh my gosh, my car is rolling away. Alright, so let's pick it up, and then let's put it here. And then once we are done with the garbage job, we will be moving over to the next job, which will be the energy service. So let's detach the trash can, put it where it belongs. Okay, it did not put it where it belongs for some reason. It belongs here. And let's get this. We gotta press the garbage, and then we can attach the trash can. And we should be able to empty the trash can as well. You can detach the trash can, put it back where it belongs. It should be good. So let's drive back to the base and deliver the trash to where it needs to go. And oh my goodness, my truck literally is broken. But basically what you need to do is it'll tell you how to drive back to your base, and then there is a little bit of a delivery area over in this gray building, and that is how you will get your garbage and you can get XP. So that is a pretty fun system. So I guess I gotta reset and figure out how to leave this place. So let's use our garbage truck to get over to the next job. Alright, so we are here. So let's get out of the vehicle and let's actually wait, we can't spawn the car yet because we don't have the job. So we gotta take the job. We are now an electrician. Now we can spawn a new car and we will be on our delivery for the next thing. So we have to receive a task, and let's go to this broken power box. And another cool thing is that you can click C and they actually have working interiors, and that is pretty cool about this game. When this game was first released, obviously it didn't have interiors, but now it does, and it just is crazy how they have interiors. And some games don't even have highly realistic interiors like this. They tell you the current speed you're going, they tell you the maximum speed you're allowed to go, the turn signals actually show up. Everything is just so perfect in this game, and just some games do not have a working dashboard. So that is a very good thing that this game took the time to make a working dashboard, because just some games just don't have it. But I will see you guys once I get down to the broken power box. And also we are now up on the highway. So this game also has a whole highway system, which is really cool. You can see that this highway goes for a very long distance before we go over to our destination. Alright, we have finally made it to our broken power box. I'm just gonna jump the fence, and we're gonna go over here and fix it. So it's pretty easy. You just bring all of these to where they need to go. So there, and then there, and then boom, you're done. So it's a pretty easy job. I don't know why it tells me to collect garbage, because that is not what I'm doing. Let's see if we can figure out how to do the broken street lamp. That sounds pretty fun. And then we will be going over onto the next job, which will be the fire station. Alright, we have finally made it to the broken street lamp. So this is pretty much just like the broken power boxes. You just go up to it, hold E, and then you have to connect the wires. So this job is pretty fun, but there's only really one thing that you can do on the job. But other than that, it is still a very fun job. So let's go over to the next job. Alright, we have made it to the fire station, and now this is one of the first cool jobs that actually exist. So I don't have a lot of XP on this job, but it is a very cool job, and there's so many different things that you can interact with in this job. So let's look at all the different stuff that we can do. So we have this fallen tree, we have a trash can fire, and we have a car crash. Let's go to what I think is probably going to be the easiest, which is the fallen tree. So here we go, all the way around, and they also have lights and sirens. We're going to be going down with all lights and sirens and getting to the destination very quickly, because this fallen tree is a serious deal and we need to get it out of the road very quickly, because as you guys can see, it is blocking traffic right now. So let's stop. You got to use this fire axe and just click, 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 and I will get this down very shortly. I bet there's probably going to be a point where I can get a stronger axe and it will be a lot faster. But as of right now, we're just doing it the slow way because that's the only way that I can do it. And there we go. So now all the traffic should be able to smooth. Okay, so I do have to take down these logs, but when these logs are down, they should be all good, and the traffic should be completely clear. Alright, now that we have completely finished taking down the broken tree, let's go down to this trash can fire. So as you guys can see, this game is really fun, and there is a lot of different things that you can do, and that is just why I like this game. Some of the AI does get a little broken sometimes, but other than that, it is a very cool and fun game. Alright, we have almost arrived at the trash can fire. We are now in this little suburban neighborhood, which I guess is where the trash can fire is, and I think I can see it. Alright, here we are. So we are at the home, and let's get the water hose out. We gotta open up the cover and get all this fire out. I really wonder what is inside of this thing that makes it on fire, and we have just ranked up. So it seems like I have just unlocked traffic cones, so that is very cool. So let's go over to our next job, or our next call, which I think is the last and final one. It is a car crash. Alright, so we have just made it to the car crash. Let's see what is going on over here. So let's get this, and we need to cut down his door because the crash was so bad that his door is stuck. So we gotta open up the door, and we got to rescue the passenger. In this world, vehicles can just drive through crashed cars, so that is very interesting. I don't know if I can put him in the back of my vehicle. No, I cannot. So, sorry to this person, but I am going to have to put you down. So, we're going to have to grab this tool again and open this guy's door. I really wonder what happened because this is a very interesting crash. I don't know how this happened, but we gotta rescue the passenger. Sadly, all that I can do is just take them out of the vehicle because I don't have the proper things to take them out. So we're gonna open the hood. And this is also a pretty good way to get XP. So even though I'm not bringing the passengers to the hospital, I'm still getting XP from opening all of these things. So now we just gotta open the hood, which is pretty easy. We gotta take out the battery. So this is actually a pretty cool and detailed system, and I think that is pretty good. So we're just gonna open this up, and then we will be going over to our next job. And this guy is not happy that I'm opening all of this. Alright, so our job is done. This was pretty chaotic. Now it is someone else's job to bring the injured passengers down to where they need to be. But we have finished with being a firefighter, and now it is time to be a police officer. Alright, we have made it to the police station, so now we're going to be a police officer and get our vehicle and see what kind of things we can do. So if we go over here, we can go to this wrongly parked vehicle, which sounds really fun, and I don't know what is happening, and I just fell through the map. So I guess I was just doing things way too quickly, and I just fell through the map. Hopefully I did not break the game. Okay, I did not. At least not fully. So let's try that again. Let's get a vehicle and try not to press buttons too quickly. I already have the navigation set, so we hopefully shouldn't die again. There we go. So now we got to go to the wrongly parked vehicle and give this guy a citation. And as you guys can see, there are just so many jobs in this game, and they are so realistic. So that is why I recommend you guys to play this game. There are still 3 more jobs for me to do, but I will be covering every single job in this video. And oh my gosh, these drivers in this town, that's insane. That's not even the AI drivers. Those are real people. So yeah, this game is also a mix of AI and real people, so it can be pretty chaotic at sometimes, but that is one of the things that makes it really fun. And I think someone else already handled with that one wrongly parked vehicle because the job navigation ended. So now we gotta go over to this one, which seems to be still in the same direction. So hopefully the guy does not also complete this one, because I want to show you guys how the system works. Alright, so we are over here at this wrongly parked vehicle. I know my parking is also really bad, but I'm going to be leaving in just a few seconds. So here we go, and there we go. So we have taken down the bad parker, and I'll be getting out of my way. There we go. So now traffic can go very smoothly without having to worry about any more vehicles on the side of the road. So this apparently only seems to have wrongly parked vehicles, but I think this video is already getting long anyways. So let's go over to our next job, which is the delivery service. Alright, we have finally made it over to the delivery area, and we are going to be getting our job, and we will be working as a delivery driver. So this is a very long video to make, and if you guys are still watching to this point of this video, I would like you guys to comment, the car almost broke, and I think it actually is broken. Oh! Why am I doing backflips in my car? Well, at least the thing is not extremely broken, so we gotta drive over back here because we need to get our job. So to get a job, you need to go over here, and you can take whatever you want. So I'll do the parcel delivery, and then I'll just do the one that does the least amount of XP so that we can get this done very, very quickly. So here we go. So our first delivery is not that far away, so we will be getting over there pretty quickly. Alright, we have already made it over to our first delivery, so let's get out of the car and deliver his package. Now we gotta do the next delivery, which is just around the block. So we take a turn this way, and then take a turn this way, and we've made it. Alright, here we go. And then our next delivery, if we just want to make it really quick, we can just cut through this little park here, and we will get it done very quickly. So let's just cut through. Come on, I know you have more power than this vehicle. Alright. Whoa! Okay, yeah, I was driving way too fast probably. And the delivery should be done. And there we go. So that is basically all that you can do. There are some longer things that you can do, but that is really all that you can do. So the other job is the unemployed job, and then there is another job called the health service. I don't actually know where the health service is. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe it's at the hospital. I'm not sure though. There are spawnable vehicles here, so this might be where I need to go for the health service. Okay, I have no idea where I need to go, but I think this video is already getting pretty long. So this is gonna be the end of today's video. So in this video, I showed you guys every single job in Work City, and I tried my best to show you guys every single call in every single job. So it was really fun to do this. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any of my future videos for 2026. And I will be seeing you guys in a brand new video very soon. Goodbye, everybody.